Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel updated the injury status of one of Tennessee's most important players for the 2025 season earlier this week. We'll tell you what he said just ahead. Hey, Lucas Panzica here from 104.5 The Zone and A to Z Sports. Josh Heupel stepped up to the podium on Tuesday to open up fall camp for the Vols as the regular season is right around the corner. And he was, of course, asked about cornerback Jermod McCoy, who suffered an ACL injury back in January. One of the best players on this team last year and a projected first-round pick at the cornerback spot. Heupel said, quote, "There is no timetable on him. There are benchmark things that he's got to accomplish within our training room to move on to the next phase of it. As we go through training camp, there will be a progression." So the update from Heupel is there is no update at the moment for McCoy, an All-American player last year who is potentially going to be the number one cornerback taken in the NFL draft in 2026 in Pittsburgh. It goes without saying he is one of the most important players on this Tennessee defense in 2025 in terms of reaching the ceiling of that defense that was elite in 2024 and is trying to follow that up. Now, when McCoy went down, timetables started to get thrown around. And the most optimistic, of course, would have been a return in week 1 against Syracuse. And that's obviously what Tennessee fans would have loved to hear Josh Heupel say, stepping up to the podium to kick off training camp. But the reality is the head coach was probably never going to label a date on it. Obviously, the next couple of weeks are going to be pivotal for Jermod McCoy in his rehab as he tries to get back potentially before that week 3 SEC opener against Georgia. At this point, that might be too lofty a goal for Jermod McCoy. That's the bad news right now for Tennessee. The good news is it's a pretty deep defensive backfield right now for the Vols. Ricky Gibson returns this year, who played opposite McCoy in that defense last year. And one of the more underrated transfer additions for Tennessee this offseason was Colton Hood, the former Colorado cornerback who played some really good football last year opposite the best corner in the country in Travis Hunter. Of course, Caleb Beasley takes another step in this program, a highly recruited defensive back out of Nashville who can play corner, could play safety, could potentially play the star. And as we've talked about, Boo Carter is still with this team, but is going to have to earn his way back. The point is, there are bodies there for Tennessee to work with during Jermod McCoy's absence. It is not a crippling thing for this defense right now, but obviously for it to take the next step and to keep that level that they played at last year, Jermod McCoy is a pretty big piece of that. He's a guy that offenses have to game plan around. Coming back from an ACL for a cornerback is no small thing. So, again, the update, there is no update at the moment. We'll continue to see if Josh Heupel checks in with updates on an important player for the Vols this season.